Hello, and welcome to Evermore Me, day 22. We're 2/3 of the way plus through this endeavor. And today we're going to talk about something very exciting. Barley!
Hi everyone. So we're going to talk about barley today, and maybe before we start talking about the health benefits, let's talk about why we
choose
choose barley. You know, a lot of people ask us, or generally wonder, you know, this whole grain-free, everyone's on their grain-free kick. And we use about 4% grain in our
entire formula. And we use organic oats and organic barley. And there's very good reasons for including these grains in our formulas. We're going to get into the actual specifics, but a big thing with this whole grain-free kick, a lot of people, I think, you know, are reacting to like the wheat and the corn fillers that have been making up the bulk of pet food formulas for a really long time. But missing the point that actually even, you know, we reject the argument that your dog is a wolf and should be eating like a wolf. But even if your dog were eating like a wolf, that would mean eviscerating prey and getting a good part of what's in their digestive system. The first thing most carnivores go for when they kill an animal, little known fact, is the intestines. So they're actually getting those plant nutrients that are in their herbivore prey guts. So there should be, you know, certain vegetables and grains in your carnivore's diet because they would be getting those in nature as well.
Right, and then just two more things to point out in terms of being a reaction. One is even great, you know, ingredients that can go into certain dog foods, you know, like millet or sorghum. I mean, I've seen a lot of brands using higher quality, you know, grains than sort of the straight like corn and wheat. But often if you look at the back of a label and you see meat number 1 and then you see 5 different grains as like 2 through 6, what you're getting percentage wise is a much higher concentration of grain in the food than you are of the actual protein. And so it can be misleading, and it's a very grain-heavy diet. Also, because of aflatoxins found in grains in poor quality produced food, there's been dogs who've gotten sick. So I think that that's just 2 more reasons why grains have gotten a bad rap. Now, barley is one of the 2 grains that we use. Oats is the other. We'll talk about that another day. This is what barley looks like. Hard to see right now. It looks a lot like wheat berries. And there's sort of, there's like a nutty flavor to barley, and it has almost like a chewy, like almost pasta-like consistency, but it's a very pleasing.
It's grain soup. My grandma used to make this amazing mushroom barley soup. That's one of my favorite soups ever. But I digress.
And sprouted barley is actually high in maltose, a sweetener. So that's why barley malt syrup is something that we have access to. Turned out to be a very nice thing for us to have access to this month, I have to say. And also it can be fermented. It's used in beer. It's also in barley wine, which I've never had.
Yeah, it's good. Barley wine is good. It's definitely its own thing. It's very specific. But we should go out to one of our favorite dog-friendly bars and maybe get some.
Can you buy in those places?
Yeah, I think a lot of the beer bars, you know, that are very much on like the artisanal beer focus, also carry barley wine.
Okay. So the 2 biggest things probably are in barley. It's dietary fiber.
Helps you poop.
But and it has both soluble and insoluble fiber. But what's great about it? So whole barley is the whole barley. The outer layer has not been removed. It's kind of like brown rice. Pearl barley, which is what you see probably more in like your bulk sections, and what more people kind of, I think of when they think of barley, is more like white rice. But unlike the white rice, brown rice distinction, where most of the nutrients get taken out when you take out the outer layer, in barley, the beta-glucan soluble fiber is found throughout the entire kernel. So you get benefits to barley in terms of the soluble fiber no matter what happens to the barley, which is unique in terms of when grains are refined. Soluble fiber, as we've talked about before, is effective in lowering your blood cholesterol, and it can also help reduce the risk of heart disease. Now, your The other nice thing about the beta-glucan soluble fiber is if you are watching your blood sugar, it actually helps slow glucose absorption, which is great for reducing your risk for type 2 or non-insulin dependent diabetes or pre-diabetes, and it's great for managing it. The other thing about it is that it's very low on the glycemic index, so it's a good choice for people who need to sort of make sure their sugars get digested slowly. So that's a great thing about the soluble fiber aspects of barley. And so magnesium in barley helps control the sugar levels in blood.
Can I talk about magnesium really quickly
Sure.
too? Magnesium is also alkalizing, and there's a lot of meat in our diet which tends it towards the acid side, so that the alkalizing action of the barley actually helps neutralize the pH of the food, making it an excellent choice for dogs with kidney issues or any bladder issues, as do some of our other ingredients help with that as well. But just thought I'd interject there.
Sure.
Magnesium.
And then just to complete the dietary fiber, we have our insoluble fiber as well. And that's kind of the bulk that goes through. Yeah, is that what you said?
I said I have allergies, but I totally just.
I thought she was sort of doing some sort of quiet poop joke, but no, that's the stuff that helps you maintain your regular bowel movements and also helps lower risk for certain cancers, especially colon cancer. So the other great thing about barley is selenium. A lot of Americans are not getting enough selenium in their diet, and it is a very, very important trace mineral.
That's also in oats, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry to interrupt.
But it is essential for metabolic pathways. But what it's very good for is thyroid hormone metabolism. It's good for antioxidant defense systems, immune function, and it's been touted for cancer prevention, or it's been studied for cancer prevention. So it's very important to get it, and barley cooked, 1 cup of it provides 52% of the daily recommended value.
God, we're eating so well on this diet.
I know.
I mean, the more we go through these ingredients, and we knew they were amazing ingredients. I mean, that's why we have them in our food. But every day when we talk about something else,
I know, you're amazed.
I'm just amazed and okay, now I've just got to keep eating like this for the rest of my life. So it's been a great exercise.
Yeah, it really has been actually.
Another thing about barley in the doggies is it contains enzymes which help with digestion. You might notice a lot of times when you're out in the park, your dog chews on the grass, and that's part of why they're doing that is to get enzymes that can also be found in barley. So one good way to keep your dog from munching on your lawn.
And just in terms of grass, barley grass is another. People drink barley grass the way they do wheatgrass. It's a great detoxifier, and it has more than 30 nutrients. It contains essential amino acids. So actually, barley grass is great for dogs and for us.
So maybe grow some in a little window box, get a juicer, and
exactly.
you and your dog can share barley grass.
Yeah, exactly.
And another thing that you can do with barley is, remember how we talked about making the parsley water for your dog? You can also do that with barley and make barley water.
Yeah.
So you can actually cook your barley for yourself or for your dog, and then save the water that you were using.
That's a great idea.
After you soak it.
You use filtered water too.
That's another awesome thing about barley.
And just to finish up, as we finish up, high in antioxidants, phytonutrient lignans help fight off free radicals in the body. They have been touted with prevention of cancer and heart disease. And generally, the antioxidants in barley help boost the immune system and increase stamina. So in terms of ways to cook them, pearl or hull, depending on your choice. They're great in soups, they're great in stews, they're great in salads. They're great just as pilafs. You can, doctor them a little, or you can put lots of different vegetables and stuff in them. Baking, actually barley flour can be used as an entire baking flour. It has about 5 to 8% gluten. Glucose gluten. Anyway, as opposed to all-purpose flour, which is higher. I think it has about 12 to 15%, or 9 to 12% actually, high gluten flour. Anyway, good to know because it will rise. And let's see what else. Flakes in your cereal. There's a lot of different ways that you can incorporate barley. So go check it out and eat yourself some barley and do your body some good.
Yeah. Speaking of doing my body good, I carried 270 pounds of dog food up the stairs today, And I'm getting some serious muscles, and I think part of it is the Evermore. Check this out. That's
very nice.
Right? That's intense.
And speaking of 270 boxes of dog food.
Pounds.
What did I say? Pounds. We are proud to announce that we are now selling online. So should you not live in an area where we have a retailer within 20 miles, we would love to ship you our food. Just go to our website, evermorepetfood.com, click on the shop button, and
hopefully it'll be pretty self-explanatory from there.
Yeah, so
we hope to be hearing from y'all real soon.
All right,
until tomorrow, bon appetit.